Hey YouTube family, welcome back to Phase Lock Life. On my channel, I talk about sister locks. I give informative videos regarding locks and also other hair care, and sometimes I talk about other topics. This video is special because it was requested from one of my lock stars out in the UK. Shout out to For Lock's Sakes out in the UK. So I am here to give you that video. She wanted me to do a video on my skincare routine. It's a little bit different, but that's okay. I would like to give all of my lock stars whatever you're asking for. So if you want any other things that you want me to talk about, please let me know. Leave it in the comments below, and I will try to accommodate that request, okay? So, let me preference this first because I kind of feel like having clear skin is not about just what products you use, skin products that you use, although that does have a lot to do with it as well. But if there are also other components to that you have to put together in order for that to happen, I believe. Also, I would like to say that typically I've never really had like skin issues throughout my life. Really, I was kind of blessed in that way. I feel like it was hereditary because my grandmother, my mother, all of my sisters and brothers, there's like 6 of us, and to be honest, none of them that I could think of actually had any real skin problems. But don't get me wrong, you know, you're gonna have your times when you have your breakouts here and there. You know, I've had acne before, and as a matter of fact, for lock's sake, I think it might have jipped me because as soon as you said flawless, here comes some pimples popping up. So my skin is not perfect by any means, but in terms of like serious like issues with my skin, I feel very thankful and blessed that I did not have that issue. Okay, so we're gonna just start off with that. So I feel like I kind of started off ahead of the game in that sense. But anyways, before I get into the products that I do use, and my daytime routine is going to be just a little bit slightly different from my nighttime routine. This is actually nighttime. It's around like almost a quarter to 11, and I was getting ready to go to bed. So I'm going to show you the little routine that I do, and then I'll also show you the products that I use during the morning as well. Okay, but before we get to that, let me just break down the other things that I feel like you should be doing in order to help keep clear skin. Okay, the first thing you're going to need to do is what? Drink plenty of H2O water. This right here, I drink water every single day. I usually drink a cup like this in the morning as soon as I wake up. Some lemon water is actually really good for you. It helps with the, you know, like kind of the burning of the belly fat too with the lemon water. Everybody knows that lemon water is great. So after you've slept overnight for 8, 7, 6 to 8 hours, for those of us lucky enough to get 8 hours, whatever, you're going to want to drink down a whole thing of water to rehydrate your body, guys. Okay, but I do it every single day. I drink water every day. Like if my body's so used to water that if I don't have it, like my body knows like I thirst for it now. It wasn't always that way, but now today I definitely drink water, and I feel like that definitely has helped with my skin being clear. I really do. Okay, so you're definitely going to be drinking your water, and as we all know too by now, eating definitely has something to do, guys. If you see me looking over here, I just kind of jotted some things down because I want to remember everything I possibly can. If it can help someone, especially if you're dealing with some type of skin issues, these could really potentially help you. Okay, so you're going to be watching what you eat. Of course, we guys know if you're eating too many fried foods, all of that fried stuff is not going to be that great. That's going to show out on your skin, all that kind of stuff. Eating too much sugar, and probably even like too much salt, or, you know, and all those different type of things. So you're definitely going to have to be careful about what you're eating. That is definitely going to contribute to your skin. getting acne or breaking out, different things like that, especially the fried stuff, guys. And I'm not like, I'm like everybody else, every now and then might want something fried too, but I definitely make sure I limit that. I limit it. I hardly ever eat fried food, but I do, however, have it here and there. I do have it here and there, but for the most part, I'll tend to take the grilled option or the boiled option or baked. Okay, guys. So number 3, don't use too many oily products or products in your hair. That's another thing that can contribute to outbreaks. Now, since we have locks, if you're a person watching and you're wearing locks, you shouldn't have that problem because you're not using products and all this different types of stuff in your hair. Every now and again, even if you are using some types of oil, it's really basically right on your scalp and you're not using a lot like before, whereas we're definitely just doing oils sometimes here or there, and that's if your hair is fully locked and you really need it and you're really experiencing some dryness in your scalp. And I'm talking about little amounts, not no like oiling you all up and all that kind of stuff, but just as needed on your scalp, not your locks. Now, I'm talking about before when we would put products all down our hair and stuff like that, and then this is on your face, and it would contribute to clogging and all those kind of things, which leads to breakouts. So that is another thing to look out for if you are a type of person that is putting oils on your hair. Just wanted to let you know that could clog up your pores and cause breakouts. Okay. Make sure you're changing your pillowcases every week or every 3 days if you can. If that's too much, do it at least once a week. Make sure you're sleeping on clean pillowcases because, germs and stuff build up over time. And if you keep laying your face on it, that can also cause. So that's something that I ended up learning over time myself. So we're going to make sure you changing up those. If you can, if you have the funds, like say for your birthday or anything like that, go ahead and treat yourself to a professional facial, because they're going to definitely really get down there and clean your skin on a deeper level than you can get to. And they're generally using really, really high quality products on your skin. You're getting like the steam done, so it's really getting in there, getting a lot of that dirt out. And that also too can contribute to your skin looking clear. Another thing, here I am, as I was touching my face, that was like one of the last things that I was going to talk about is keeping your hands out of your face. Like, so throughout the day, when you're out and about around, just outside, dust flying up, all this kind of stuff, all of that stuff gathers up on your face. And then if you're doing things that work, touching this, touching that, and then you're touching your face, all that is coming on your face. So that's another thing that I tend to have issues with too, because I'm always like at my eye or I'm doing something, this and that. So I have to remind myself also to keep my hands out of my face too, guys. Okay, so that is that part on that. If anybody else can think of anything else that they do in regards to helping to keep their face clear and skin clear, just leave the comments down below, guys, because I'm sure everybody wants to know. Okay, so basically what I learned, I didn't have, so I'll say this, from a youngster up until I got to about, I would say 20 or 21, I did not have mostly any issues with breakouts or this or that, any problems with my skin, anything like that. But after I had my daughter, I guess it might have been because of everything changing up in my body and all that kind of stuff, I started to have issues with my skin and I couldn't get it under control. This was the first time that it happened to me and I did not know what to do. So I ended up going to like Macy's. I said, you know what, I'm going to have to go to a professional or somebody, because with the knowledge that I knew about skin, I did not know how to fix it. So if I would suggest, if anybody is starting to have some issues with their skin and they've never had issues before, you don't know how to do it, I suggest that you go to a professional. You could go to a counter like at Macy's or something. Me, I went to Clinique. So I knew that they have facial products, or any other place that you may know, Sephora, or any place that deals with skincare. They should be able to tell you what you can use or what you have to do to get your skin in order. I was no different. I did not know how to do that. So I learned from Clinique the basic steps that you should have in your skincare routine. So for one, you're going to need a facial cleanser. So every day, you got your facial cleanser, you got your toner, and then you're going to need your moisturizer. So regardless of what products I won't say regardless of what products you're using, because I feel like certain products are definitely going to be better than other products, and you're going to have to know your skin type. So that was another thing that I learned by going there and them asking me questions and this and that. So I learned that I had the T-zone. I had the oily T-zone, so I get oily here. I'm oily here and I'm oily there, but I'm more drier here. Okay, so this area of my skin and neck and stuff like that tends to need a different type of routine than this or that. So I'll tend to deal with more of a combination skin products as opposed to just being like stuff for straight for oily or straight for dry, because my skin is actually combination skin. Okay, so to the products, okay guys. So the first thing that I use as far as my facial cleanser, it is CeraVe, guys. CeraVe is this is their hydrating facial cleanser, and I really like this because this is very gentle. I have super sensitive skin, guys. My skin is like super sensitive, so I need something that's going to be very light on my face, hydrating, but get the job done. So CeraVe, the price point, you can get this from anywhere anyway. So you can get this from CVS. I usually go to CVS and get mine. I'm sure they got it at Walgreens, and they even got it at the dollar store, to be honest with you. If you want to get it cheaper, I actually got this from the Dollar General, to be honest with you. So if you go to CVS, you're going to get it for a higher price. CeraVe is generally, it's a little more on the high side. It's around $12, $13, depending on what size you get. I think I ended up paying like, I think $7 at the Dollar General for this one. But I feel like it's very worth it because it does not it does not cause me to have any type of reactions to it, and it doesn't break out my skin by being too harsh or anything like that. So CeraVe is really a great option. They have all kind of other options out there. There's a lot of other good facial products out there, but for me, I have been using this one. This is the one I've been using, and this is for my cleansing. I'm gonna do all of this after we get off because I don't want to be sitting there in the sink doing all this and that, but I'm going to do this whole routine when, I'm off the camera. But this is the facial cleanser, guys. And then I ended up buying this. This was like a rose water one. I think I ended up getting this from Sephora because a lot of times, too, I get a lot of my products from Sephora. Sephora definitely lots of times have really good sales. I'm like a VIP little member. I've been buying from there so long. So another great thing about Sephora is that they have so many different samples. So you're going to be able to get free samples from Sephora if you order from Sephora. And I have been able to find out about different products just through dealing with their samples, and I found some good things, some things that have worked for me that I really liked, and then there's some others not so much. But this one, I ended up using this up so fast, and this is not even the product that came in here. So once I finished with this, and I used this as a toner. This one was just rose water. You can use that as your toner if you want, or you can do other toners. I've used other toners before, but this particularly I wanted to try it, so I just did. But now what's in here is witch hazel. So guys, if you don't have, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have anything that you know of or that you think is a good toner, you can just go ahead and use witch hazel because that is just as good as anything. So I tend to use witch hazel as a backup. I always keep that. So I got my CeraVe. I clean with that. I'll clean with my toner. I use that as a toner. And then this my moisturizer is by Kiehl's. I'm sorry guys if I'm pronouncing, I don't know like what the proper pronunciation of that, guys, but that is Kiehl's. What is it? Kiehl's. I don't even hardly have my glasses on, but anyways, it's this particular product right here, and it's a great little moisturizer. So I'll use that after I do that. And then the last thing I'll do is a SPF. Use a daily UV defense. And then this is what I'm using at the moment. This was another Innisfree. It's called an Innisfree or Innisfree. I got that from Sephora, although I'm only using that because that's just what I happen to have on hand right now. There's a really, really great one by Neutrogena that I used to get right from CVS. It was an amazing one. I think Neutrogena actually has a really good facial line. Some of their stuff is really, really good, and I especially like their sunscreen. That's a really, really good sunscreen. Now, also, that's usually something that I would do in the daytime, guys, okay? I'll usually use that type of product in the daytime. Now, if I'm dealing with like some dark spots, so say if I got like this, sometimes I get pimples, and you're going to have those dark spots that's left behind. And by that same brand, Kiehl's, they have a dark spot remover, and as you can see, and this is a full bottle, and let me tell you, I used every bit of this. It lasts a while. A little goes a long way. I think I ended up having this thing for a couple of months, but I was just like using it on like other little stuff other than my face and things like that to try to help get away any type of dark spot. And you know, like us with melanin skin, and if your skin is anything like mine, if it gets hit or cut or whatever, anyway, a really dark mark tends to appear on me. So, but this right here, I ran out, which I need to get some more. That is a great product, guys. This is a super, super great product right here. Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. So it's called Clearly Corrective Dark Spot Solution. That is a really, really good product, and I got that from Sephora. So that's another product that I think is amazing. Another thing that you guys need to use, or well, I would suggest that, you know, once you start in your, like, once you start getting to your 30s, enough, because why not get into preventative care as opposed to waiting until you get in your 40s and your 50s and all that kind of stuff, and then you start getting your crow's feet and then you need it. So I think definitely as a bonus thing, you should definitely have an eye cream. Everybody needs a under eye skin care cream. Now, I used to use Olive Olay with that. Olive Olay has actually a really, really amazing under eye cream products. And here we go again with Kiehl's. I actually think I like this line right here. And this particular one is, it says, Powerful Strength Line Reducing and Dark Circle Diminisher with vitamin C in this one. But this one helps with the lines and all this other kind of stuff. And now that my crow's feet are there, I really, really love this. It makes my eyes feel really moisturized. Now, you got to understand, this skin right up under your eye is different from the skin on your face. This skin here is very, very, it's going to be a whole lot softer, and you're going to have to use a different care for that skin as opposed to the one on your face. And I remember it took me a long time before I realized that, oh my God, I need to start wearing an eye cream under there, because you're going to notice your eyes are going to start looking kind of tired, honey, if you don't go ahead and address that thing. So that's generally something I would do like day and night. The only difference is that at night, sometimes I may not use this moisturizer. If I don't have my night cream around, I will still just put a moisturizer on if I don't have that. But other than that, as long as I have a night cream around, I will use a night cream. And this one happens to be by Thrive. This is another company that I buy skin products from sometimes. Amazing, very, very awesome one. Some of the samples that I have gotten from Sephora, they'll give you like little samples like this. This is a night mask. I'll actually probably use this night mask right here. Laneige or Guys, don't get in me to be pronouncing these French names or whatever it is, because I'm going to mess it up right now. I ain't going to lie to you right now. Laneige, hey, I'm not used to buying these products. I get these free samples, okay? So these are water-based products, and that is another line of products that I tend to like. Products that are water-based, or like I'm trying to get more into natural products, which is provided more by Thrive. Thrive has a really nice natural line, and you can tell the difference as you put it on your face. You can really tell the difference from these products if they're water-based, and you can always tell a product that has good ingredients in it, because I promise you, you will feel it on your face. So sometimes I will go back and forth with different products based on what free samples I might get. So some of the things I like, some of the things I don't. I'm going to show you a product that I did not like, and which actually caused me to start breaking out after the video, the last one, when I talked about when you requested this video. And this is by The Ordinary, this brand right here. Yeah, so this is a facial mask that they have, and as you can see, there is a lot left in here. I tried this a couple of times. The first time I tried it, it broke me out, but I completely forgot that broke me out. I think that strength of that product is just a tad bit too strong for my skin. I actually tried other products in that line. Sometimes it may have worked, depends on, I think I tried one of their cleansers that worked, that I was okay with, and then but I didn't really dig that line too much. So from that line, I probably wouldn't go with anything else really from that line anymore. But just because there's so many other lines that work better with my skin, it might work good for someone else's, but it just didn't do well for mine. Another sample that I ended up getting from Sephora was this facial cleanser here. And it's kale green tea. It's kale green tea, spinach, and vitamins. I really liked this one right here. I'll probably end up getting a big cleanser of that, so I'll probably do in conjunction, like switch off with CeraVe and this one too. This one gives you like this really clean feel, like you're just getting a really good cleanse on your face, but a little goes a long way. Like it's a little goes a long way in that way, but it's not too strong for my face. You know what I mean? So I really actually like that. So I gotta make sure I remember to get that. But yeah, guys, so that is pretty much, and another thing too, so that's pretty much all I do. I really keep it simple. I'm not like a person that just uses, I go back to the tried and true, but the one thing, like I said, that I keep in mind, the only thing that you got to keep in mind is that you're going to need the cleanser, the toner, and the moisturizer, and then you're gonna have to use like a sunscreen after that. And I know all melanin people, you know, sometimes don't think that we need a sunscreen, but you do need a sunscreen on your face, even if you have darker skin. And if you have some questions about that, you can ask a dermatologist and see what they tell you. Okay. Another thing that I do is I never go to bed with makeup on. However, I am not a heavy makeup wearer. I do have some of the things that I do wear, but I mean, it is very minimal. I don't even use like foundation or, you know, like all that. Listen, I'll be honest with you, I don't even know how to put a whole face on. That is how much I don't use makeup. I might use like something from Clinique. Let me pull out my little makeup bag. It's a few things that I will use with that. I will use like the Pore Minimizer by Clinique. This is, I would say, I mean, and this is not a foundation thing, but it helps like minimize pores, and it also has a component in it that helps with matting. So I use this religiously because it helps to tone down my oily, my T-zone. So this is really the main reason why I use this. This definitely helps with that. I'll use the eyeliner, I use mascara. Sometimes I might put on an eyeshadow. Sometimes, not every day. I'll use a brow pencil, and then I'll use a lip lippy. Most of that is by MAC. My main color is Film Noir. I'll use that in conjunction, but underneath that, I might put like a, who is this one? This is from Sephora, but this is from Smashbox. It's a nice, I think this, I forgot. I don't have my glasses on, but if you guys wanted me to do a quick little video with the little makeup stuff I do, I got like a Smashbox Full Exposure. This was like an old palette. I need to get something new. I actually need a new one, and then there's actually maybe one more palette I would want, that maybe like a summertime palette or something like that. But like I said, this is not a makeup video. This is like for my cleansers and stuff like that. If you want me to do like a little quick little makeup routine or show you what I do with that, I'll be happy to pull out some of the things that I buy. Maybe you might like some of it. I think some of them, the colors and the lipsticks and some of that stuff is really cute, but I don't use a lot of it. Like I said, I don't know how to do a whole face, but I can just tell you what I use. So anyways, that is pretty much it, guys. Very, very simple. That's all I do. I hope I could help anybody. If anybody want information as to any of these products, let me know, and then I will get that information to you guys. So anyways, please like, share, and subscribe to the video. Okay, guys? And as always, sharing is caring, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.